Season 7 is currently in progress. There are 5 weeks remaining. A power surge is coming through the city. Head to the event center now to start playing.
teca, 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 va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 va a venir a sacarnos estamos lo de, va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 va a romper la discoteca.
It's a Western Conference battle in San Francisco as the Warriors look to work the home court advantage. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And the Grizzlies on a single-game road trip here before heading back home.
Starting to get a little bit out of control for him. This losing streak is starting to become an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if things don't change.
The offensive rebound. A kick out to Bane. Here's Jackson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Well, that's the kind of aggressive play you want to see from Jaren Jackson.
Austin coming right down to it. Finish line is in sight. The playoffs are within sight. The warmer weather, I think, signals that the playoffs are right around the corner.
Yeah, Kevin, that's exactly right. And neither team here needs any extra motivation in this one. You want as high a seed as possible in the postseason. You want as many of these crucial games to be played in your own building.
Now Butler. After the missed three from Desmond Bane. Outside for Curry. Right side Green. Golden State moving it around. Traps in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Morant. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that one, I thought the guys were out of sync offensively. And on the defensive end, a failure to communicate.
Yeah, they just looked totally lost in that game. On both ends of the floor, the coach is going to have some choice words for him after that one.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Morant.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Great D that time from Green. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screen, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
There with contact. Morant with great body control.
Pass to Butler. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The three from Morant. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. We talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. Coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
First team foul. Grizzly South. Number 7, Santi.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And Morant throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And here is Bane after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
Well, look, Aldama is a very good passer out of the front court.
So stand the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Pass to Edey. Here's Morant. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Good on the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And the basket by Curry. The Grizzlies trail by 9. They double him with Butler. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Clark.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Warriors leading by 9. They get it back. Back to Moody. A second chance effort. Lays it up off the glass. Moody's got 5 points so far.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Warriors on top, up 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
A nice shot by Moody. He's got 8.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Warriors leading by 17. From deep, Green. Aldama with the rebound. And it's Memphis on the break. Pass to Kennard. Swiped away. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Count that one. Green's got 8 points.
And the decision-making Green has really sets him apart from most forwards. Skilled at making the right read in open floor situations.
So timeout called here. But first for Memphis. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis, trailing by 19. Can they get it? That one doesn't drop. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Curry's shot is off. Here's Edey. Scoreless thus far. Outside Jackson. From the arc. Drains the three-pointer. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster. But everyone builds on the players who came before them. And the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Now, here's Morant for three. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a one of one, D.A.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Pass to post. It's Payton, high post. And the dunk by Payton.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Here's Morant. Morant's with another miss.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Craig, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Looking to get back on track here. And finished off by Morant.
The best dunking point guard in the game, Ja Morant.
Curry gets the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Back to Payton. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, his percentage keeps going up. He's adapted to what the defense is showing him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one misses. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Sees the alley-oop.
And quick reaction by Curry. Steph putting some serious effort in defensively.
.32 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Morant. And the shot falls short this time.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And again, Memphis no good. Kuminga with a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark. He gets it up. That shot off. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Now here's Curry. Outside, Kuminga lets the three fly. Edey with the rebound. Over to the wing. The three from Morant. Morant with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Curry. Three from the inbound. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. Pass to Morant. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. Now Curry. Down low. Looney. Outside for Curry. Outside Kuminga. It's good from long range. Kuminga's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Warriors. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The three from Morant. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. Come down and regroup.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Pass to post. Tries again. Payton right side. Golden State moving it around. Goes up again. Post misses the shot. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Morant with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Pau play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique person back as a Grizzlies player. I carried that.
Just look at the body of Bane. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Morant with it. Now Green defending. That one good for 2. Morant's got 13 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Morant, right side. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Grizzly South, number 7, Santi Aldama.
Pass to Morant. For the 3. Draymond Green pulls it in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. This is what separates Green from most bigs, a point forward who excels at passing.
Here's Edey. He has yet to score. Takes a 3. Green with the rebound.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Looking to get it going. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor, pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, and when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Drives to the hoop. And he comes up with the deuce. Hield's got 9 points here in the second half.
Because you have to respect that outside shot. The drive is often there for Hield.
Jackson from long range. Offensive rebound. In the corner, it's Hield. Bangs home the trifecta. Hield's got 12.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
70.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against him. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Pass to Wells. And that one drops for him.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And here's Green outside. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, look, you can't dare Butler to take that. He will.
The shot by Wells, no good.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And another 3 for Golden State.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Here's Moody. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And get ready to move. And welcome out your...
Both teams making substitutions here.
Once again, for your Warriors, Bixby.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Jackson. Pass to Wells. Here's Morant.
Warriors foul.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler.
Third personal
That's
foul.
his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
The 3 from Morant. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his 2nd since the break.
And it's blocked. They get it back. Here's Curry with the 3. The kick outside to Butler. Looney misses the 3. Back to Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Now here's Morant for 3.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
The shot's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
1:58 left in the game. No good on the quick 3. On the wing, Jackson launches a 3, and Looney sends it back. Here's Jackson Davis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Curry with the steal.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Pass to Curry. Back to Jackson Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
Out to Payton. Fires from deep. Wells grabs the miss. Memphis with the ball. Back to Bane. It's deflected. Butler deciding where to go with it. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're leading. Guys, your thoughts?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
Here's Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play.
Up the game to get all that you got. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, return head. Some wanna choose, but them is too scary. You chose me, you ain't a, you a.
Baby, you been rolling solo, time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I show you. You've never seen the 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you the 8th if you wanna be my girl. I say my girl, I don't mean my woman, that ain't my style. Need a real street, walk a green mile. We piling up the paper on the dining room table, cause you able to realize I'm the truth and not a fable. We rockin' Russian Sable, keep that chiller on the rack. What I look like with some $1,000 for my back. I'm $1 million Mac, they need $1 billion. Put my in your life, watch your daddy get rich. Easy as ABC, simple as 1, 2, 3. Get down with UGK, CBU with B. Cause what's up with no, and what's up with no. Don't be a lame, you know the game and how it goes. We try to get Jones.
Many decisions with precision. I pick or make my selection on who I choose to be with. Girl, don't touch. I know you want it to, but there's something I don't do. Tipping for life. That's like making it rain every month on schedule. Let me tell you, get your parasol umbrella, cause it's gonna get better. Prepare you for the sea support. She's supposed to spend it on that baby, but we see she don't.
As Paul McCartney, the lawyers couldn't stop.
Send her into outer space, I know he wish he could, cause he paying $20K a day, that is eating good. Like an infant, just getting plump, cause you miscalculated the next.
This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Here he goes. The three from Bane. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Here's Doncic. And buries the jumper to finish off the break.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Outside Morant. Morant drawing the double team. Pass to Wells. Shot from the top of the key. Morant with the bucket.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
James double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. And so it's Memphis with it. Jackson with it. Picked up by Reeves. Here's Wells. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron, he makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
And there's the foul. It's on Jackson Hayes. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
From deep, Bane. Good, and the setup by Morant.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Here's James.
Number 9.
James deciding where to go with it. For three. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here's Morant. Doncic with a block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
Tries to save it. James outside. And slam dunk by James. He just knows.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Back to Reeves. James, left side. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
The three, James. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Aldama outside. Outside Morant. Tries again. Three-pointer. Offensive board. Here's Clark. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. The Lakers trail. Pass to Vanderbilt. From deep. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Clark. Jackson with it. 4 seconds left. And it's good on the lay-in.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Here's Reeves. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Memphis ahead. They lead by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Here's Pippen. Jackson, left side. To the paint. Here's Clark. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Santi Aldama. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Just an assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
Lakers trail by 5. Here's Reeves. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And here's Memphis. Here's Aldama. The 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Memphis leading by 5. Kennard into the lane. Leaps for it. And they get it back. Pass to Pippen. And the foul on Gabe Vincent. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
James outside. Launches it. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading by 5. Clark outside. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And there's James from the arc. Cleared away by Wells.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. And again, the Lakers, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Lakers trail by 14. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
I see him.
Doncic right side. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Brandon Clark.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Pass to Aldama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. And working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
James can't get it to go.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Lakers trail by 12. Clark grabs the board.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
To the inside. Here's Morant. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by James. Here's Hachimura. And stolen by Bane. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Good work there as it goes. Clark's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. And the basket by Hachimura.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
Here's Morant. Doncic grabs a miss. On the wing, Hachimura. From downtown, and it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
That is a huge three for them mentally. You don't want to go into halftime staring at a double-digit deficit.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Bane. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
6 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Some solid defense from Hayes. Lakers trail by 9. Goes up on the baseline. He can't get it to go.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
So it's Los Angeles now. Bane with it. Picked up by Reeves. Pass to Morant. From deep, Bane. Good. And the setup by Morant. Bane's got 6 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to... Oh, man.
Oh,
punch that one.
Bad intentions.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel, James. Is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
And stolen by Reeves. And it's the Lakers on the break. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And he makes it.
And that's Morant for you. Not suddenly. When he sees the opening, he goes for it.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in the defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Outside Bane. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there. Lakers trail by 14. Here's Hayes. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. It's his first trip to the line. And so he hits both. Memphis leading by 12. Pass to Edey. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
James. Memphis with a rebound. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, there's such a smoothness to his game. What a soft finger roll.
Pass to Reeves. Launches a 3. It doesn't go for him. The Grizzlies on offense. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing.
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. And he lobs it up. Kicks it out to Bane. 4 on the clock. Here's Morant. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Lakers trail by 18. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Shot is good by Reeves.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Morant gets it to go.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
Yep, that one goes. Reeves has got 10.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Memphis shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
13 foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Jackson outside. Takes the three. Good. And the setup by Morant. He's got 9.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. The three is up. He can't hit that time. Grizzlies lead by 19. 3-on-3. This one for 3. He goes up again. Here's Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Man, great poise there from Jackson. He's getting crowded by the defender, but stays cool and takes the foul.
Lakers trail by 21.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Now Kennard. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with plenty of breathing room.